Guys, so here is a video of this 2018 Bionaire model number ISF004 12-inch desk fan. This is going to be a remake video on this fan. I've had this fan for about 2 years, and it's a good fan, but it's not that powerful, so sadly. So let's start by looking at this fan. Just like the Duracraft, it has a speed dial. As you can see, to change the speed. And so unlike the Duracraft, it doesn't click when you change the speed, which I like about the Duracraft, because you know what speed it's on. It's much easier to tell what speed the Duracraft's on, because it clicks. Anyway, here's going to be a review of this fan. This fan is a modern fan, but it has the older style, metal style grill, and this grill's actually really solid. It's actually more solid than the Duracraft's grill, but I still prefer the Duracraft nonetheless. But anyway, this fan's back in the house now. It's just been cleaned, and yeah. One thing I don't like about this fan though is well, actually, two things I don't like about this fan is it's not that powerful, and two, this like ring that goes around the front grill and the rear grill, it is a pain to put on. I don't like that design at all. I much prefer the clips on my 2004 Duracraft and all my other 12-inch fans. Although my connector has a ring round it, so but the connector's a better fan in general, to be honest. Anyway, one thing I like about this fan is it's got the unique 5-inch, not 5-inch. It's got the unique 5-blade design, just like the Airwatt Deck 12-inch fan. As a matter of fact, I did try these blades on my Netta 12-inch fan, but it didn't work out. So, because I would like this fan to be 5-bladed, but no, unfortunately I couldn't do that. Anyway, that blade swap was a fail. So, yeah, there's the base. It's a complete circle, just like in this space. Anyway, like I said, it's got the speed control, the various, just like using a blender actually, like using a Vitamix blender. It's got a variable speed control, just like a Vitamix blender, not the Blendtec blenders, because Blendtec blenders have buttons, but this is like a variable speed control on the Vitamix blender. So yeah. Anyway, here's the front. The side. And here's the model number. The model number's on the side on this fan. On the Netta, it's also got the model number sticker on the motor housing. But unlike the Netta, the Bionaire's information sticker is on the right hand side, but on the Netta, it's on the left hand. The information sticker is on the left hand side. Anyway, I'll show you the model number here. So this is model number ISF004, 220 240 volts, 13 watts. So it's my least powerful fan I own. Well, actually, my homemade fans are my least powerful fans I own, but this is the most powerful. This is the least powerful fan, 12-inch fan I own. So it's the least powerful fan I bought, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so made in People's Republic of China, sadly. Certificate established. Double insulated. Do not throw in as rubbish. The back design is really interesting on this fan as well. I know Wet Pretzels is getting the silver version, although the silver version looks white. Anyway, this fan's got the newer tilt to adjust, where you tilt it into place. As you can see, it clicks into place, and it clicks much louder than other fans. Listen to how quiet the click is on this newer adjustable tilt. It's so quiet. And this has a better adjustable tilt, a better newer tilt to adjust. Anyway, here is the back of it. It's got no vent on the back, the vents are on the side. So yeah, as you can see the vents are there. Very modern looking disc fan. There's your oscillation knob. It's actually very similar to the oscillation knob on the Netta, to be honest. It's a little similar. Anyway, it's got a nice rubberized carry handle, which is interesting because my Chicago has a plastic carry handle, and so does that 2016 Argus disc fan. Anyway, the cord is mounted here, because on my other fan it's mounted here. Anyway, now I'll show you the underneath of the fan. This fan's got a plastic on it for some reason. I don't know why I put a plastic on it. Anyway, I'll show you the bottom of this fan. The base is still a bit dusty. There's still a bit of dust and scratch marks on the base, but this fan's a lot cleaner than it was. Anyway, the plastic is it's a bit cheap. Yeah, it's still better. It's not as good as the plastic on the Nettos, to be honest with you. It's got 4 rubber feet on the bottom, as you can see, and that's what the base looks like. So we'll turn this fan on now. We'll turn it on to speed 1, which is low. And I forgot to turn the oscillation off. Is that grinding noise you hear? This fan's always made that grinding noise. So, yeah. And it's not very powerful at all, though. My Duracraft is more powerful than this. But it's a very quiet desk fan. It's one of the quietest desks. It's probably even quieter than a Netta. Anyway, here's speed 2. Still not very powerful. Here's speed 3, which is medium. The grinding noise does get a bit louder, but this one's, unlike, I saw another YouTuber have the exact same fan, and the lights kept shorting out. This one thankfully doesn't short out, but it has developed the fault where it vibrates. And the grill doesn't go on quite perfectly either. We're speed 4. Like I said, this variable speed control is just like a variable speed control on a Vitamix blender. If you've heard of the company Vitamix, you'll know what I'm on about. Anyway, here's speed 5. Okay, it's about as powerful. It's about as powerful as speed 5 and 6 are about as powerful as the Duracraft on its low setting. And now here's speed 6, which is high. Okay, this fan's about as powerful as the Duracraft on medium, I'd say. Before we do the oscillation, I'll show you the spin downtime on this fan. This fan has the worst spin downtime in my collection. Wow, the worst spin downtime of all my Travis fans. This fan does not have bad bearings. It has grindy bearings, by the way, guys. Anyway, we'll engage oscillation, and we'll do low oscillation. So here we go. Wet pretzels, when you get yours, it'll probably make this noise after a few days of use, so just be aware of that. It still goes to oscillate on low. So yeah, like I said, Wet Petzl is getting the silver version. He's not getting the black version like me. He's getting the silver version, but the silver version looks white. Anyway, turn it to speed 2 with oscillation. That's one thing I like about this fan is it has 6 speeds. It's my only 6-speeded fan in my collection, but it's also the least one of the least powerful fans. Anyway, here's speed 3 with oscillation, which is so this is medium with oscillation. You know that noise it's making? It sounds worse when it's an oscillation. And it's got a brushless motor. My other Travis fans, including the Scullen, have all got brushed motors, but this one's got a brushless motor. A DC brush motor. Just DC brushless motor. Making it very quiet, but I still prefer brushed motors. Anyway, here's speed 3 of oscillation. I just made a mistake, guys. I forgot to turn this fan to speed 3. Anyway, it's medium of oscillation. Anyway, here's speed 4 of oscillation. Oh, forgot to speed it in. It's powerful enough to pull out the plastic bag. That bag's got string lights on it, in it. I was originally going to put some string lights around my lift part display, but I just realised that I quickly realised that they wouldn't be bright enough. Anyway, speed 5 of oscillation. And now, finally, high with oscillation, speed 6. If you get this fan, I'd highly recommend using it on the high speed setting. Even the Netta was easier to put together than this. I would highly recommend the Netta instead of the Bionaire, to be honest with you. It's more powerful. It has better blade pitch. And it feels more, well, it feels more solid. Thinking about it, guys, the Scholar might go in the bin, and I'll probably get a metal fan as a replacement. I'm gonna get on that. I'm thinking of getting the Dunelm Mill 12-inch desk fan that Ethan has. The metal version, that is. And when I get that fan, it's gonna sit next to the deck. It's gonna sit next to the. I'm gonna switch these two fans around, so they're in oldest to newest order, and the Dunelm Mill 12-inch desk fan will sit next to the sit where this Angry Bird gym plush is sitting, as you can see. It's like an Angry Birds fan as well. Now I'll listen to the motor sound. Unlike my other fans though, it doesn't have a musical motor sound. that sound it makes is awful. But hey, apart from that though, it's a good fan. If it was a bit more powerful, I'd give it a higher score. So, for airflow, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. It's not very powerful. It is not as powerful as my other traveling fans. For quality, I would give it about a solid 6 maybe, because the grill is really good quality, but the plastic and the base can be bent quite easily with a bit of pressure. So I'd give it a 6 for quality. The Netta scores an 8 in quality. For blade pitch, I'll give it, yeah, it's not the best blade pitch. So I'd give it a 4 for blade pitch. For weight, I would give it a 5, because it's not too light, it's not too heavy, it's just right. It's not as heavy as the Duracraft, which is quite heavy. The Netta is pretty lightweight, and so is the Daewoo. The Daewoo is pretty light as well. So I'll give it a 5 for weight. Like for like actual quality in the motor, I don't like the fact this fan has a brushless motor. I mean, they could have used a 40-watt brushed motor, just like the Duracraft and the Netta. The Daewoo has a 60-watt motor, because Bionaire makes a 16-inch pedestal fan which uses a 60-watt motor. They could have used that motor in here instead. But yeah, this is one of my longest fan reviews actually. It's one of my longer fan reviews, that is. But yeah, this Bionaire is an alright fan. I mean, it could do better for airflow, but it's still not a bad fan nonetheless. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's good, but it's also bad at the same time. So that'll be it, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.